Welcome back to the Akashic Records. It is so very nice to be seeing all of you again, even though I just saw you yesterday, but it feels like it's been so long. Ayo. Ah, goodness. I am. I think I'm coming down with something, which is not great timing. Or it's great timing, I'm not really sure. Because, I mean, if I'm gonna be sick, I guess it should be at least the weekend. But, yeah, I got something weird and phlegmy going on. There's like something in the back of my throat there's something going around everywhere. That sucks. I don't want to be sick. I hate being sick. I guess it won't be as bad as that time that I had a flu and a sinus infection back to back. That was just horrible. I remember I had like just also not as bad as the time I got strep throat. Fuck strep, man. Thank you for the eggs, Risu. I'm very happy to see you. Feels like I didn't see you all day. Hello. Oh, by the way, we were talking about Metal Gear Solid earlier. I forgot to save when I was playing Snake Eater earlier. And I lost about 6 hours of progress because I forgot to hard save, and I forgot you only have one autosave. So I accidentally overrode my autosave with one from the beginning of the game, and I lost about 6 hours of progress. So I might need a little bit of a break from that game to recover from that. Anyway, yes, I think I'm getting sick. I'm trying my best to kick it. I have been prepping my immune system ahead of time, and I am currently sipping on some coneflower tea, which always helps me feel better.
That's rough, buddy.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Zuko. Thank you, Gremblo Zuko. Don't mind me, I'm just playing with my tea, trying to cool it down. I hope you guys have had an alright week. Mine has been, it's okay. My ramen is too hot. Yeah, my tea is too hot as well. Yeah, I hope nobody's doing too bad. I'm doing okay. Just annoyed about the sick. Yeah, I'm feeling like sleep token. We should do another just chatting stream soon. I didn't want to do it today because I was kind of feeling like these past couple weeks have been a bit slow. So I wanted to make sure that it was going to be on a day when we would have a lot of people to hang out with. But we can also yap as much as we feel like because it's a Friday. So we can take our time and it'll be fine. Especially since I caffeinated a little bit too, so I probably shouldn't crash anytime soon. Holiday break must be nice. I'm so jelly. I am too. I did have my birthday week off. But that was kind of a mixed experience for me personally. And then when it comes to holiday break, I get Christmas Eve and Christmas off, except those are on a Wednesday and a Thursday, so I still have to work Friday. Could even do some cozy meme streams or something. What do you mean by meme streams? Where we're just doing something memey? Me. Just watch some dumbass shit. That's fair. Some real 6-7 type shit. I don't think I said that correctly at all. Type shit. Yeah. We could. I don't know. I like being prepared, so I'd have to have some shit queued up already. Honestly, I am still thinking a lot. Can't bonk? You can't bonk? What do you mean you can't bonk? Oh! Oops. Ah! Okay, I deserve that one. I forgot I paused bonks. I wonder why that was. I'm not sure. What was I saying? Somebody tell me what I was saying. Right. I am still really thinking about the idea of doing like storytelling streams. I want to do them as videos. And that is going to be a thing eventually, but I'm almost wondering if like we could somehow make it work by reading stuff on stream and then taking the VODs and editing those into videos, or if that would just be harder than just doing a video from scratch. I don't know. It's another one of those things that I need to talk to my editor about. I'm gonna make a note of that right now, actually. But on the other hand, that also means having stories to read you guys. I gotta reserve a lot more time for writing, I think. It's just weird because, like, everybody that I hang out with on a daily basis doesn't do any kind of art. And, like, you would think that that doesn't really matter. You would think that that kind of, like, doesn't really make a difference, but I guess it's kind of like, I don't have their time economy to influence me. So everybody who spends their time doing hobby time, they're playing games. And if I also play games, then I can talk about games, or I can play games with them. You know, gaming is a very social activity, and writing is a very solitary activity, it feels like. Talk about game or play game, hard choice. Kinda. But yeah, I wish I could focus on writing while I'm like hanging out with somebody else, but I have trouble. I have to be like super locked in order to actually get any writing done. Part of that has to do with the fact that not every simulacrum is great at focusing on writing. And you know, I'm mentally ill and all that shit, so, nothing in my brain works correctly. Can I drink my tea yet? Ow. Ow, I don't think I can drink my tea yet. What if I try again? Ow! 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 I almost burnt my tongue. I'll admit I'm enjoying the yapping so much that I'm wondering about just actually doing a just chatting stream right now. I should probably focus on look outside eventually. But I don't know. Part of me kind of wonders if I actually could pull it off doing like a co-working stream where I stream and I chat with you guys and also I write. I just, you know, there's not a lot for you guys to engage with. So I don't know if it'd be worth it. I don't know if it would be an enjoyable stream for you guys. A just writing stream. Yeah. I kind of like it in theory, but I just don't know. I don't know. And like would I sit there with a Word document in front of me, you guys would just like watch my writing? Or would I like have some other kind of media going that you guys can pay attention to if you don't want to focus on that? Or would I just keep you guys entertained by talking to you? I just booted up the worst automation game I think I've gotten in a while. Oh no. I thought you were saying hi because you would like a writing co-working stream. I really want to do that though. I don't know. Getting accepted onto the GRE team has kind of changed my perspective on my writing a little bit. Because I don't know. I always had this fear that if I was to share my writing with the world, that, you know, they'd turn around and be like, oh, this is shit, actually, so why are you even bothering? But I got a really good reaction. I impressed the people that I was showing it to, and, you know, maybe that means I'm not so bad. The game premise is taking advantage of a humanitarian crisis to subvert governments for profit while mining the moon. It is entirely delivered straight. Really? Like it takes itself seriously? That doesn't sound great. But yeah, I don't know. It feels like I still have a ton of work to do. I just listened to 10 minutes of corpo jargon as a prologue. Ew. This whole GRE thing has been a bit of a breakthrough for me, I guess is what I'm saying. Honestly, you're a good writer. You make good shit. Yeah. I guess maybe I am, you know? It's an unusual feeling. I'm glad I kept pushing it to you after you said you wanted to do something similar. Yeah. Honestly, just getting... You know, I haven't done anything yet. I haven't contributed to the team yet. But I'm working on a plan for it, and I have a lot of research to do. I have a lot of learning I have to do. But, you know, somebody involved in a very well fleshed out project is taking me seriously as being a writer. And, you know, well, shit. Maybe that means I can also share other shit. And people will like it. Oh, my tea is barely drinkable. Share all your shit, right? Yeah. Immortal, you never told me what you thought about the things I sent you. Yeah. Kind of wondering if I should, like, share those. Oh my god, I forgot about it. Showing your art is very scary, but you gotta test the waters to get even better. Maybe it's time to step in the pool, yeah. Yeah. It's just, you know, that first step is pretty scary. So I dropped my I dropped my logistics work and rushed to the front lines of suicide docs. What? Oh. Oh. Yeah. That was my first time showing my art to strangers. Which is where I think the difference really lies. And that kind of proves that, like, you know what? If I'd showed the rest of my art to strangers, maybe people would take me seriously. Soon enough, I'm gonna be a writing-focused VTuber. Just watch. It's kind of always been the dream anyway. How perfect that I ended up with a voice that actually suits itself very well to reading stories. Nerd. Yeah, you know it. Big part of Anvil Empire's combat is a light swarm of under-equipped soldiers slowing down the formations to be attacked. Right. It's kind of not too far from real life, actually, back then. Tea is pretty good. Very good medieval warfare simulation, yeah. From what I've heard. Can't say that kind of stuff is, like, super interesting to me. But, well, I'm not gonna yuck anybody's yum. It's just not for me, and that's fine. Oh, I love this song. I also love the previous song that was just playing, but this one's also really good. I'm trying not to comment on the music too much for, you know, VOD watchers. Nom, 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 nom. So, game, maybe? Game, maybe? Maybe game? I know, I just want to write. Why is it... Wait, actually... Oh. How neat. Just kind of realizing that I, Valkyr, am carrying quite a large seed of writing inspiration. Because I was sitting here, was thinking, like, why is it that I don't really feel like writing until I start streaming, and then I'm like, oh man, I really wish I could just like whip out World Anvil right now and write something. And I was like, oh, because it's specifically Valkyr. And yes, hi, it's me. You could I? Could I? It's not like you would get shot for it. Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm still wondering, like, would it be all that interesting for you guys to watch, you know? You'd just be staring at me putting down words on a document. It's not as flashy as working on visual art, or esoteric. I feel like everybody has an opinion about how other people write. I wouldn't have stuck around after the Valhalla playthrough then. Huh? I mean, good. But I'm... Huh. I watch you for you. Yeah! Yeah. Fair. Yeah, I guess you guys do watch me for me, but I just, you know, I want to put on a good show. I always do. I have very high expectations of myself. And I don't really know what I'd write about anyway. Currently just stabbing frogs, so you do you. I could always just change the category. But I don't even know what I'd write about. I don't even know what I'd write about. And also I'd have to set up a window capture for my browser, which isn't a big deal. If somebody can give me a really good hook to write on, then maybe I'll do it. I definitely wouldn't mind writing some lore. That'd be kind of cool. Let me find one. You want an extra pointy hook, or was jagged and slightly bent? You could just start writing GRE stuff. I would love to, but I don't have enough to go on to start doing that. I've spent this whole week kind of going like, okay, what can I write for GRE? And I just don't know. You can do what I do and just draw from historical sources. That is not how I work, since Human Village is the main focus. Fair. I guess I probably will have to do a little bit of research on that. Though I'm not really sure what kind of village it is. Though we could always go off of just a fictional village in a fantasy setting and kind of do that to write something in the ballpark and then take components out of it in order to splice into GRE. Do I need to go track down an email and gift a copy of Minecraft forcefully? What? What does that have to do with this? You want me to play the alpha right now on stream? Jeez. Oh god, this tea is helping my throat so much. I mean, that would be cool. I don't know if they'd like that. And I don't want to step on their... Yeah, the alpha isn't out yet. It's like a closed alpha. It's just the world server. Yeah, I would only do that if I had expressed permission, and I'm not really... There are two things I'm into doing right now, and it's either writing or playing Look Outside. You would need to make sure not to enter the building where it's... Yeah, I'm not touching that. It'll be my first exposure to the space anyway, and I don't want to fuck anything up, so I'm just... That's not happening. When I see it for the first time, it's going to be offline. And I do think I do need to like run around in the space and experience it a little bit to like help my writing. I think that's it. This song is not good for Twitch. This song is fine for Twitch, though. Any Sleep Token fans in here? You could probably just tell me to build things into the world for lore use. That would be neat. I need to I need to get acquainted with everything there is. I need to get acquainted with everything everyone wants, and I need to understand the world better. Because, you know, this is a bit of a massive undertaking for me to just, like, jump into this in the very middle and try to just, like, get started. And I don't want to fuck it up. I want to do it right. And I care a lot about doing it right, especially when, you know, this is part of something bigger than me, so I need all the information I can get. I love that you can tell when I'm taking a sip of my tea. Oh, speaking of YouTube Studio, I did something cool. I did something neat on my Stream Deck, where now I can just push a button and go hot, or hot, or hot. I got all my toggles on my Stream Deck. It wasn't... It didn't work out exactly the way that I wanted it to. I was hoping that the buttons on the Stream Deck could be input as their own inputs, so I didn't have to, like, make actual hotkeys. But yes, Sleep Token's great. You know what? I'm gonna just take a look at World Anvil. I'm just gonna look at it. And see... No. Let's see, what if I was to make a settlement article? You know, we talked about me writing for Galaxial a lot, but actually I've been kind of feeling interested in New Terra a little bit. Or at least United Earth. I also do have the website with the digital map. Oh yeah. I don't know if I have access to that. I don't know if anybody gave me that. I was given a lot of stuff. I knew New Terra. Yes, you do. I helped you make it. That's public front-facing website. That's honestly, that's probably why it hasn't been sent to me. Just DM it to me. Or post in the Discord. I don't give a shit. I gotta give you VIP or something. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, yeah, I have seen this. I just saw some of the back-end stuff that is very unrelated to this and has much more of a simple UI. But again, that's not really something I'm gonna get too deep into on stream. So I've got 3 different settings that I could write in if I wanted to do something like that, you know? No. I'm not committing just yet. I'm not committing to switching the category just yet. We still might play Look Outside. I still don't have a good hook. A little nugget, a little grain of info, a little something to start with. I can't... Yeah. I could do, like... I could try to do, although I think I would have a little bit of trouble with that right now. I could try to do like a story of just a random village in Sparkhaven, or with United Earth, I could talk about the Sire program. What's New Terra? New Terra is, God, where do I start? It is it's like a fantasy tech sci-fi, it's like a fantasy tech sci-fi setting that is derived from derived from a cyberpunk setting that eventually turned into like a socialist utopia. Essentially, my player character at the time just like fixed the whole world, and she did it with like an android revolution. And New Terra is a colony that was settled by the humans and androids that were involved with United Earth, that wanted to kind of like spread the message of their better world. I want a cute story about a Katshasa on a little adventure. I love Little Kitty Big City. That's quite an undertaking. I was talking about lore snippets and you want a short story. Could write about what Katshasa are, though, I suppose. Maybe start there and then move on from there. That's like pretty good. Whoops, that's the wrong toggle. Could write about Katshasa, or I could write about some random bits of lore in New Terra. I wish I had more time to think about this, because I didn't think of this until literally 40 minutes ago. Actually, less time, maybe 30. I'm too indecisive, guys. I'm just far too indecisive. Let me... What? I couldn't tell. Hey, that's rude. It's not like you guys haven't known this about me for a very long time now, but I like your bouncy eyeballs, silly anime megas. Bouncy, bouncy, bounce, 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 bounce. I wonder how much physical damage loose eyeballs cause. Ugh. Why is that what my brain thinks of? I'm curious how you get your tracking to get your eyes all jelly like that. What do you mean by jelly? What do you mean by jelly? Wait, what does that mean? Sometimes your eyes are all wobbly and shiny. Oh, you mean like, I think it's like the most obvious when I blink. Yeah. That's part of my rigging, actually. Because my eyes have like several bones in them. And so my rigger made them bounce when I blink. And so if I partially blink too, it also does that. Dang, I prefer boneless eyes. Well, none of your VTubers are boneless. All of them got bones. Lots of bones. I'm just a simple kind of man. I don't know, there are a couple slime VTubers out there. I'm talking about something else. Question, what's the writing equivalent of leaving a house-sized weapon shell but no weapon or user? What do you... Are you talking about like a Chekhov's gun? Where you imply something because you're going to introduce it later? Because that sounds like a Chekhov's gun. You know, like dread and curiosity by cut threads. I'm not sure what I would call that. Kind of like seeing the remnants of a battle, or some kind of evidence that a weapon has been used, but no signs of the conflict that caused it. There is something kind of creepy about that. Category should really start off with just chatting at this point. I mean, a lot of YouTubers do this. Where they have an itinerary of what they have planned, and then they just kind of get to it when they feel like it. There's an old RTS I play called Myth the Fallen Lords. Had a really fucking evocative unit descriptions. Interesting. The fuck? Opera, what the fuck are you doing? Jeez. Must do an hour or so of just chatting, getting a favorite stream to get people in and play the game. Yeah. Yeah. It's a very common thing. When asked of the animosity the drow held... When asked of the animosity with the drow, the eldest among them merely wept, stating, "It was they who poisoned the soul of iron." And you get zero context on what the fuck that meant. Yeah, I love this song too. Anyway, I don't know what else to call that kind of lore in writing. I'm sure there's a name for it, because you see it all the time, but it really just sounds like an example of showing rather than telling. And that's kind of, you know, that's the first rule, is you show rather than tell. This man need a water bottle as big as yours. What do you mean? I'm just left with confusions and questions. That's... yeah. Sometimes you really imply something. Like, legit, I need a new one. I just have a regular shaker cup. I don't know, it just sounds big. It's not all that big. I just ration it a little too much. Because I hate taking breaks. I don't know how much this carries. Wait. Oh. Fluid ounces. This is 25 fluid ounces. So, not really a lot for, like, a water bottle. It's 700 milliliters for you people who have a good schooling system. Yeah, I usually have 2 full water bottles of ice water when I'm doing TTRPGs. I just don't drink enough water. I will have like 1 cup and then maybe like a glass full of water, and then I will just find a way to make that last the entire night. And it's really bad because being dehydrated affects my voice. So I really shouldn't. Oh, I have to if I'm talking a lot. Yeah, I do too, I just don't. Guys, how tall is your average house cat? Where's my measuring tape? Oh, fuck it. I'm doing it. I've been doing it. I'll just do it. For fuck's sake. This feels really weird. But I'm gonna do it. Where's my window capture? Come on. Show up. Oh, whoops. There we go. Ah! Right. I never configured this because... why does that not quite fit? What's going on here? What? No, seriously, what? Why? What? Well, that bothers the hell out of me. Category change time, yep. I think there's a category for this. Yep, writing and reading. Okay, let's move this down here. Yeah. Alright. Here we are. At my world anvil. Congratulations. You peer pressured me into doing this. I'm just gonna write a little lower entry and then we can do something else maybe. If I can even get that far. Right. I was thinking about the height of your average house cat. Where's Lance when you need him? I want to measure him. He's an incredibly average cat. I really want to know why the fuck the bottom is cut off, but... No, Lance is rotund. No, he's not. Oh wait, here's one thing I can do. Duh. There we go. I'm so round. Yes, of course. Okay, let's... I've got my little ribbon tape measure here. Is this... That's... Oh my god, Bear. Hi. Do you have an image reference to the Katshasa? I request to see the bean. Oh boy, do I. Oh boy, do I. Of course, these are only references because I can't draw, so there's no like canon art of anything. But I have a lot of like a lot of inspo that I use. Now, just where the fuck did I put it? Oh. There's this artist that does like a series of these. Next commission, I want to do like an animated background of myself, or like a transition stinger. So I can have that as a background for storytelling videos. Or just so I can or so I can just have like a cool little transition thing for streams. Bear, I don't know if I said hi. I'm so sorry. Hello. Welcome. I'm very happy to have you. And I see somebody else has snuck in. Okay, I can't find... Oh, I did? Okay. I'm very scatterbrained right now. I'm doing something... I'm doing something highly unusual right now. Okay, this is... Hang on, where can I... Can you guys see that? I think you can see that. It's my little visual reference. It's different in a number of ways, but it's similar to the bean. I know I got a different picture somewhere. They're not quite as mothy. They don't have the thorax, for example. Don't they have 6 arms too? They do. They do have several legs, several paws, little peats. But they're kind of like a combination. They're like a cross between a cat and a bunny, with like just a little bit of moth fluff in there, because they got like the eyes and the face. It's like you got a bunny. It's like you got a bunny with like the whiskers of a cat and segmented eyes like a moth. Man. Could have sworn I had it somewhere. That's bothering me. I don't know if this is the right playlist for this. I have a playlist for everything. Almost. I try to have a playlist for everything. Try to. Wow, I really don't have it in that folder. Weird. Okay, so what is... what is the hook for this? What is the opener? First off, I gotta do a little bit of measuring. Found one and DM'd ya. What do you got for me? That is also one of the ones that I like to use. Man, I almost feel like a real artist. Having references up in the thick. Woo! That's so big. Here's another one of the references I use. Good job finding that. I like that one a lot. Yeah, it's cute. There was one more I was looking for that was the same artist as the first one, but I really can't remember what it is. Where I put it. So soft, yes. Oh no, I'm cutting off part of the... Cutting off part of the prose. Damn it. I guess that'll be good. Ah, right. And how heavy... Hang on, I can look this up. Oh. Average 12 pounds is overweight. And they're a little heavier than the cat. So, what is 13? Didn't expect the rabbit hole background. I really like rabbit hole. 5.8 kilograms. Let's round it up to 6. Average length, long. Related ethnicities. I don't think it's related to any... I don't think I'd relate it to any ethnicities. Probably not. Okay. Let's see here. Get it out of my face. I don't see anybody getting rid of it. I don't see anybody getting rid of it. I'm gonna get rid of it. Oh! Good job, Muffy. Oh. I don't think you guys can read all that text very well. Kinda need to be zoomed out enough to... Well, I think that's kind of fine to be able to do formatting and also be able to read. Oh god, what planet were they from? Oh man, where's Rainbow when you need her? I feel like she'd be able to remember. Wait, it was, oh god, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh god! Ah! Yeah, I got text. Ow. Oh my god, it's right there. It's relating to... It's relating to chaos somehow. Or randomness. God, I wish I'd written more of this shit down. At least in the same place. Fuck Roll20. I ever mentioned that? Maybe I should open Roll20. Hang on a second. Maybe I can find it on my Roll20. This is important to me. I like having lore parity. I like being accurate. Unfortunately, I never fucking use Roll20 anymore. So I don't remember my login. Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So... looking for... that one, I think? Tell me, is this anything like what you guys expected? Okay. Oh no! I didn't write it down there either. It's starting to look like I'm just gonna have to... It's starting to sound like I'm just gonna have to make it up again. Unless... Ooh, maybe. What? Huh? Huh? Well, fuck. Yeah, there it is, Discordia. Really? That was the name, Discordia? That doesn't really work anymore, does it? I didn't expect this to be... You make it sound like it's a bad thing. Wait a minute, were you able to... Okay, no. You weren't. I'll save that for notes later. Right. Discordia doesn't work anymore. So, I'm gonna name it something else. No, I genuinely never thought I'd see you writing in a public setting. I never thought I would write in a public setting. This feels weird, and I am only not terrified because I'm dissociating it away in a deep little corner of my mind. Fuck it. I'm so bad with years, so I'm just gonna write in a number and then fix it once I remember where the timelines actually are. Something that I really want to, oops, I want this to be centered. Something that I really want to, work on figuring out how to do is having one article linked to another. Wait, I just realized the sound I thought was your water bottle was actually your browser key sound. Yep, it sure is. That's funny. Yeah, I could turn it off, but whatever. Unless it really bothers somebody, I'm probably going to keep it on because whatever. I kind of like it. I can't actually hear, because, you know, headphones. I can't actually hear my own keyboard sounds, even though I have, like, really nice Gateron switches. So I have the bloops. Something that I learned a very long time ago and that I've always taken to heart is to try and avoid using the same word twice. Or at least if you do use the same word twice, it has to be a choice. Because there are always multiple ways to phrase the same thing. And so if you keep using the same word redundantly, then that kind of implies that you may have like a limited vocabulary or ability to portray the same idea unless you say the same thing every time. God, this is so weird. I can't believe I'm doing this. Ayo. Ayo, Miko. I'm doing something a little unusual today. And I'm, huh? Also, can I just say that Twitch is a lying bastard? Yes, I'm writing live on Twitch. In case you can't tell by the pictures that I have as references, we're writing about Katshasas today. Obviously, I'm kind of saving formatting for later, but I'm gonna be neurotic about it anyway. Let me see if this... Let me see if that looks the way that I want it to. Yes. I can probably add another line break there. Kind of break this up a little bit. And then break again. Yes. I wish they lived forever. I know, right? Mufi was actually saying just the same thing about sweeper slimes, which are which I wrote. One of the articles that I wrote was actually about them. And they're, you know, they're just tiny little slimes that essentially like eat little bits of dust and dirt and debris, and people just employ them in their homes as like little autonomous cleaning buddies. And they only live like 5 years, I think I said, because they're just little guys. How many of them do you eat in your sleep? They don't crawl in your mouth. I never said it was accidental. What? What? I did. I was implying they don't do it on purpose. Hello, did someone order sharks? Because I have a name under Lore Master. If this is you, there are sharks you ordered. Sorry for the delay. Well, Lore Master is my title, but Valkyr is my name. But I definitely ordered sharks. Look at them. Oh my god, look at the sharks. I love them. I love them. They're doing the... Oh, hey, my new mic picks that up. They're yapping. Yep. Earphones around the house. Well, thank you. I will pay you in crow tokens if you give me more. How are you doing, Lorenzo? How has your week been? How was your weekend? Excellent. Your crow tokens will arrive in the mail. Oh god. Oh god. No, it's fine. I have that many crow tokens. He's a good shark and will be kept quite well at the Akashic Records. Yes. We do have habitats for a variety of different animals, including a very large aquarium. Oh, thank you, Lorenzo, for the follow. I hope you enjoy your newfound career as a star dancer, and I eagerly welcome you to your new home in the Akashic Records. In return for your kindness as a follow. Yes, I appreciate you. We also have the occasional homicidal duck. We have special containment for those. Don't worry. It's nothing as violent as you think it is. Pay no mind to him. At least it's not a goose. Or a muscle goose. A moose, as it were. Bungosaur. Bongosaur. Bongosaur. Doing the bongo. Bongo, 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 bongo. Bingo, bango, bongo. I don't want to leave the condo. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I kind of want more tea. God damn, it's already almost been an hour and a half. I ain't been doing this. Remember when I was going to play Look Outside? That's weird. I can't believe that ended up not happening. I don't know why, but Bongo Bongo was censored for me. What? Ah! God damn it. Messing up my formatting. There we go. Anyway, how's everyone's day? I'm doing alright. I'm coming down with something, I think. Like, I think I'm catching a cold, so that sucks. But I'm otherwise doing pretty good. There is an argument going on inside my brain, between the different versions of me, as we were discussing, the fact that we are doing this right now. You know what, guys? Do you think I should put OSDD in my tags? I've also been sick, but it gave me time to write. That's awesome. I write sometimes, but I've never done it on stream. And that's been... This has been a monumental moment of impulsiveness for me. I focus on adult party-based fantasy. Or as I call it, more fucked up D&D. Oh, okay. For a second I was like, what does that mean? But that makes sense. I do a little bit of that too, but my main outlet is actually running a TTRPG. And the stuff that I do on the side is I do a lot of lore writing. Because I just fucking love world building. It's my favorite thing. stuff I write would even give the most disturbing Critical Role stories a run for the money. Damn! Damn, that's brutal. And you know what? You do you. As long as you enjoy doing it, that's the whole point. And, you know, maybe if you have a few people that read it that like it too, that's a nice feeling too. I'm kind of only recently starting to share my writing with other people, other than like a select few. I'd say mine isn't as bad as some of the most disturbing novels out there, but not Sunshine and Rainbows either. Yeah, I get that. I mean, you know, like, being disturbing on its own, like, being disturbing for the sake of being disturbing is not a plus. Like, anybody can make their stories as fucked up as possible, like, just to do it. Like, you can just make fucking torture porn stories if you want to, but that isn't innately going to make something good. There has to be a purpose to it. There has to be a reason behind that suffering. So, like, I totally get why you wouldn't jump too far into that deep end, because, like, you know, probably it just doesn't suit your purposes at all. And I've read some of the worst novels out there, especially that one novel with a, like, 2-page disclaimer. God, it sounds like something I would rather not read. You know, I'm kind of like, eh. What I like to write and what I like to design is, well, one of the settings that I'm working on, because I think of it in terms of settings rather than just like specific stories. My favorite setting that I write for is whimsical and hopeful with a side of cosmic horror. It's like, it's a world where cosmic horror exists, and it kind of does everything that cosmic horror does, of making you feel small and insignificant and kind of changing everything about your perception of the world. But there's always an undertone of, but the irrepressible spirit of people is something that will still prevail. Like, you know, love is still a conquering force, even when you are... Yes, cosmic horror versus cosmic hope, exactly. I really like that. I like funny and whimsical and grotesque and horrifying at the same time. I like, I'm influenced a lot by, like, manga and anime. Because, I mean, of course I am. Look at me, I'm a weeb. Blah, 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 blah. I'm a weeb. So one of my favorite influences in terms of media is Dorohedoro, the manga series, and also the anime, because the anime is really good, and I recommend it to anybody who hasn't seen it. But Dorohedoro has a great world that kind of draws the line between horror and absurdism, and just really captures that sense of laughter and disgust at the same time. And I kind of aspire to a lot of stuff like that. Who's snoozing the ads right now? Who's snoozing? Why are you snoozing? It's okay. It's okay. There's nothing important happening right now. We can save those snoozes for something else. It was Rizu. Oh yeah, sure. If Rizu's even awake right now. Is Rizu awake? I wonder. Sorry, my sharks hate ads. Thank you, sharks. Oh, Brain Blast. Fuck yeah. Yeah. It's a rough draft. Stop thinking so hard. Got a little locked in there. God, this is longer than I was expecting it to be. This is already way longer than the Sweeper Slime entry. You really, really locked it. I did. This is what I was worried about. Now read it. It's not done yet. Why is that something to worry about? Because, you know, I'm not talking. Because I'm not talking and, I don't know. I'm not entertaining you guys. I'm not paying attention to you enough. I see an editing opportunity, but I can't figure out how I want to fix it. Do we actually want to play Look Outside at any point, by the way? I know it's like... I know it's almost been 2 hours already, but I'm kind of like not against the idea of if I run out of steam here. Yeah, I'm down for anything. Cool. I gotta change my music up. My lain playlist is not working for me right now. Oh, wait. Yeah. Taking the time to work on GRE myself. Yeah, that's fair. I'm coming close to the conclusion on this one. And then I might make a couple little cuts and edits, and then I will read it aloud to you guys. Oh, I'll have to pick some nice background music for that too. Oof. Erg. Ag. I really gotta pee. I'll be right back. I guess in a way this is kind of a co-working session, isn't it? A little bit of parallel play. Parallel play with my viewers. Pretty nice, not gonna lie. You think so? I mean, you know, I've always been defined by my coziness. You know, shit. I maybe should have made some tea. Because if I'm gonna read this soon, I want to make sure I'm not crusty. Oh, sure, just bug out, why don't you? God damn it. Actually, wait a minute. I do like bugging. No, no bugging. Do not bug. But I want to bug. No, no bugging. Too late, damn boog. No! Ow, 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 ow. God, I feel like there's so much more I want to say about the Katshasas, but this is already very long. This is already so long. I just need a snappy conclusion. And then they all die at the end. No! Spending a fabula point for it. You can't spend a fabula point on that. I'm not letting you spend a fabula point to say that Katshasas are extinct. I love these things. They're my favorite little babies. How about two fabula? No! Oh my god, I forgot about Starlight Festival Santa's 14th to give people get. Oh yeah. Oh, an insanely long line to see Santa? That's adorable. Back made dinner. Oh, welcome back. Nice calzones and curly fries. Damn. That sounds good. Calzones sound good. I am allergic. I'm allergic to bread. I don't think I've ever heard of someone allergic to bread. Gluten. I'm allergic to gluten, which is, yeah. it's a wheat allergy. An Italian household for you would be terrifying. Oh my god, yeah. My stomach would just be burning liquid, hot magma just roiling around inside me. It's terrible. I hate it. Ah, damn it. Okay. I'm going to make some tea real quick, and then we're going to chat a little bit, and then I'm going to read this aloud to you guys, okay? So, quick second. I'll be right back. Trying real hard to pick music for this. And I can't settle on something. Snail's house is never a bad idea, though. Or cute girls doing cute things. Hello, everyone. Damn it. I took the kettle off early and it's still really hot. How is everyone? Welcome, welcome. Are you cozy? I hope you're cozy. You should be. Doing good? Good, good, good. I'm glad. I like when people are doing good in my chat. I did my Gubnor ritual. What? Oh, wait a minute. So I'm about to be hitting the sack. Okay, wait for me to finish. Wait for me to read the thing first. You can wait, right? You can wait just a little bit. Oh, title crashed. Fuck you, title. I'm gonna have you on my phone. Oh yeah, good. Cool. Posture check. How dare you? How dare you? How did you know I was shrimping? And oh my god. Tits broke too? It fucking did. Why does it do that? Why does tits break every time I breathe too hard? Fucking tits. Everything broke. So the stream title is still Yarg Teeth. Yes. I totally could have changed it, but I just kind of didn't want to. I was like, no, this is fine. I wouldn't be able to think of a very good title anyway. God damn it. I think this sore throat is getting worse. Title, can you please? Oh, I swear to God. Where's my fucking task manager? Does it have a process up that's just like holding on for dear life? It does. Let's kill that and try restarting it now. There we go. I'll just put on some chill wave. Chill wave is good. And it kind of suits the mood. Ow. Okay. Let's get it here. So to read the sidebar information a little bit, their origin is whimsical. Their lifespan is about 15 to 19 years. Their average height is about 20 centimeters high, standing on their hind paws. Average weight is maybe around 6 kilograms in adults. Average length is long. Am I sounding okay? Yeah, I think that's good. And yeah, let's see here. Their fur can come in stripes, tortoiseshell patterns, splotches of various colors, and they can have various base colors as well. So, the Katshasa. Touching one is often likened to the sensation of sticking your fingers into a cloud. Their gentleness is well and truly ultimate, and the moment you feel it purring, you are lost. The Katshasa is a domestic creature initially located on the planet of Arcadia 1 as recently as 2031 by one of the expeditionary forces associated with the Crescent Knot. They were found to have a powerful attunement to light magic, tracing their origin back to direct bardic influence. In their original ecosystem, they were technically prey animals, but only fed upon by a remarkable few varieties of creature due to their unique place among the local fauna. Their defense mechanism against predators have always been minimal, ranging from a very thick coat of fur to repel or slow biting attacks or impacts, or more notably a sparkling powder-like substance secreted from the animals when they are in danger or otherwise stressed, that can cause potent sensations of fatigue, lethargy, and eventual sleepiness. Unfortunately, however, most of the Katshasa's natural predators are immune or resistant to this compound. Biological matters aside, however, Katshasas, as aforementioned, have a unique position in the world of alien fauna. Much like the now extinct alien capybaras to archaic Earth of the Milky Way galaxy, they often establish a sort of mutual respect and endearment between all but the most fearsome and cruel of creatures. This is partially due to their calm personal demeanor, but also their magical properties and peculiar diet. As far as modern biology has understood, Katshasas do not feed on organic material of any kind. Instead, they gather ambient energies from living beings when they experience feelings of mirth, euphoria, laughter, or contentment. In short, Katshasas do not eat plant matter, nor do they eat meat. They instead nibble and sip on the happiness of others. Indeed, their personable countenance, soft velveteen fur, and every other aspect of their nature is designed to make others feel happy and at ease. They have been defined as helpful balls of fluff, cuteness incarnate, and healing purr machines. An article explaining the joy-bolstering traits of a Katshasa could run quite long, but what needs mentioning most is their playful and loving personality, coupled with their ability to emit a soothing cognitive aura as long as their magic reserves remain high. Merely by existing near another creature when it is in a state of positive emotion, they are able to harvest extra energy without disrupting the positive mood and digest it with little energy lost. Naturally, this makes them highly popular as pets, and they are remarkably easy to take care of given their digestive system produces minimal waste. The only excretion other than dust they create is by spitting up deposits known as joy pellets. Small, crystallized lumps of happiness energy that overflows when the Katshasa cannot digest food fast enough. This is often saved by the Katshasa as a reserve food to be consumed if necessary, but also has numerous alchemical applications due to their innate light and nonsense elemental energies. Ever since their discovery and subsequent adoption, Katshasas have exploded in popularity among several galaxies in and out of Imperial space. Their affectionate and patient demeanor, low maintenance, and healing properties have made them universally loved companions across the stars. Videos of them on the Unity network are even remarkably popular compared to other forms of media on most platforms. Anyone with even a trace of empathy in their hearts can find themselves caring for a Katshasa should they have the opportunity, and the animals often find themselves drawn inexplicably to those who are in need of their companionship. Arcadia 1 has since been reserved and zoned by the Crescent Knot as a wildlife sanctuary owing to these gentle and loving creatures. They are well kept by the organization in numerous shelters across the galaxies where the Crescent has a presence. If one finds themselves world-weary and in low spirits, a Katshasa will be there for a nuzzle and a moment of warmth. There you go. That's Katshasas. Little fluffy bunny cat things. 10 out of 10. Oh, yes, thank you. In short, good beans. Yes, best beans. I need 1,000. Yes. They are very sweet and kind and good beans. Oh no, I just, you know, the world of Galaxial is very, like, violent and cruel a lot of times. The main conflict is of this just, like, oppressive and evil intergalactic empire that is committing genocide for fun. And I don't know. I just felt it was necessary to have a cute little creature like this that just adds significant amounts of positivity. The crazy Katshasa lady, except she isn't crazy and quite well adjusted due to the joy pellets. Yes. Cruelty is always balanced by whimsy. Exactly. Exactly. And I like to balance those things, so I created the ideal pet. Katshasa. I want one. I want one in real life. It would kind of have its work cut out for it with me. And I worry that I would have to do everything I can to feed it. Just like IRL, for every goblin shark there is a stoat. Yes. Oh, stoats. Stoats are cute. I wonder if you could commission someone on Etsy to make one. What, like a stuffy? I'd have to have a much clearer idea what they'd look like, though. That'd be a really cute idea, though. No, an actual Katshasa. Dude, I wish. Like I said, I feel like it would It would really... It'd really have a tough time with me because I'm so depressed all the time, but I think it would do my heart a lot of good to have one. But hey, we've got the next best thing in this world, and that's cats. Cats are very good. That's because you don't have one. Yeah, maybe that's true. Maybe maybe my depression would be cured if I had a Katshasa, just like nuzzling on me a bunch and emanating its aura. They're like the ideal therapy animals. They're so cute. I love them. I love them. My protagonist for the visual novel that I am working with Miko on, actually has one as a pet. Her name is Millie. Short for Millicent. Millicent. How the fuck do you spell that word again? Okay, yeah, it is Millicent. It's just 2 L's. So yeah, look at that. I wrote that over the course of this stream. Took a little under 2 hours. And then I read it to you guys. How does that feel? Zala, good job. Thank you. And honestly, it kind of seems like you enjoyed this experience. So I don't feel like it was a mistake. Which means maybe I'll do it again. By that I mean I'd really like to do it again. Great, because I'm trying to get this to happen since the beginning. You really have. And I mean, that's the whole reason I started VTubing anyway, was so I could have a platform to do this, basically. Alright, I'm gonna get these reference pics out of here. Whenever you write, you must stream. Yes, now we just get more Valky. God. I mean, honestly, streaming while I write made it a lot easier for me to stay committed to actually writing. I'm spending 3 fabulous points for this. No, I can't stream every time I write, but shut up. Oh. But, you know, maybe we can actually do this. Maybe it isn't so bad to watch somebody stream their writing as opposed to stream their drawing. Maybe I can do it too. No soul with any trace of compassion would dare to be cruel to these little balls of love. I would love to write a story. I'd love to write a story about some, like, really cruel and evil villain being completely disarmed by interacting with a Katshasa. Like, they want to be mean to it, but they just can't. Even though they're, like, super evil and shit. Hey, it could be worse. You could do something cringe, like react to politics. God, people actually do that, don't they? Geographic distribution. When did that get added? Oh yeah. Yeah. Huh? I have a snaz. A snaz. A snooze. A lot of people love to hate watch it. Ugh. That sounds toxic as fuck. No thanks. Ah. I really love a nice cup of tea. Anybody who's debating on getting me a Christmas gift, get me tea. Give me some really nice tea and like a tea ball, tea infuser. I don't know why I'm saying this. It's not like I have a throne or anything, or that anyone would even like buy from it, but I don't know. I just want more tea. I got a kettle recently. I just have my usual avenues. You guys are making me wonder if I should get a throne. You're really making me wonder on that. I have no idea how it works though, so it would kind of take some doing for me to do that. Throne. I mean, it is Christmas time. But then I think I'd have to get a P.O. box or something, wouldn't I? Or would it just hide your address? Funny thing, if I know enough to probably find the info, I need that for myself. Do you? Do you really? You probably do. Maybe don't. I like my privacy. Oh, neither, as long as it doesn't use PayPal. I don't think it does. I know people who trade that stuff. Oh, God. That... I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't want to get doxxed, please. Really don't want to get doxxed, please. That's fucked, yeah. Neither do I. Yeah. I know you care about that even more than I do. So what should we do now? I don't think I have another writing prompt to, like, go off of. But that's also mostly just a grab bag. In case anyhow, but anything could be found out with enough time. Yeah, it's true. Doesn't mean I like it. Why I personally just make tons of fake profiles linked to my own info. That's an interesting idea. Admittedly, I've just started linking everything back to like my internet name instead of my like IRL information. Because sometimes they don't need an accurate name and address, they just need a name and address. I once had a scam email using my wrong name and address from one of my fakes. That's unbelievable. I feel like I'm out of writing energy today. And I gotta save some for tomorrow, because I've got tabletop prep to do. Oh god, my players are heading into a pretty big arc. Or at least a pretty big thing. They're gonna meet like the main villain of the area. Although it's hard to even call her a villain because she's kind of really sitting in a gray area. And they're going to have trouble deciding whether or not she's actually all that bad. Also, I never trusted those data removal services. They don't stop someone determined enough in the long term. Yeah. Honestly, I think those data removal services are more for the people... They're more for the people who just try to scrape up off the top. That would be an antagonist, not a villain. That would be an antagonist if she was actively moving against the party. And at this point, it doesn't look like she is, which is one of the factors that makes her questionable. I'm going to be an antagonist by definition. You just want to pick a fight with her. Gonna hop off. I really need to rest. That's okay. I hope you rest well. This music is growing on me. Yeah, so she would be an antagonist if her goals were in conflict of the protagonists. And that isn't really clear yet. But I guess Miku wants to be an antagonist. I don't really know why you want to fight her so bad. And I suppose I'm just gonna find out. But I find that kind of interesting, and it makes me glad that I prepared for the contingency of fighting her. Because I just kind of had a feeling, you know? Anyway, like, we could play a little bit of Look Outside for the rest of the night. I'm probably not going to go on much longer than 3 hours anyway, because I'm fucking sick. One of these days, I really want to do just like a nice long stream again. But keep getting sick. My noble tabletop group has a fixation on being villains for some reason. I consider that to be a red flag. If I see that, like if somebody kind of just always wants to be a bad person in like every game, worst ever I've ever played is chaotic neutral. Yeah, if you see that a lot from the same person, you have to start questioning their reasons for it, I feel like. Because it's one thing to have the same type of character that you like playing. Yeah. And then sometimes there's the people who just play villains, and sometimes there's not really a time and place for that. Unless, of course, you have a GM who runs games where you pretty much always get to be that, and, like, that is encouraged. In which case, it's fine. You're not hurting anybody. But, it's... People don't want that as often as wanting to be the good guys. Playing a villain campaign and an actual pirates campaign. Okay. That's fair. That's respectable. I just, I get concerned. Like, I'd be kind of worried if I was running a game and I had like kind of a vision for it, and then somebody comes in, they're like, I want to be a fucking serial killer who tortures people. I mean, well, one of my favorite characters I've ever played is a serial killer who tortures people. But he's funny about it. And he doesn't disrupt the story either. He finds they just do the serial murdering, no torture. Yes. Yes, I do mean Shank Miku. See, I like to think that Shank, as a character, had a chance, like, has had the space to be evil and cruel and awful the way that he is without derailing or hurting the story at large. like, he can just kind of be a guy that's a terrible person, and then everybody's like, oh, I will tolerate you. I'm playing an enslaved paladin in the villain campaign, and a chaotic neutral foreign merc in the pirate one. Enslaved to a god, not any actual person. Yeah, that's fair. I am currently playing in one game, and I am running one, because I've got a little bit of forever GM syndrome going on. I'm gonna switch to just chatting. Oh, it never. I hate when that happens. The category never switched from just chatting. God damn it. Anyway, I honestly hope you eventually actually decide to run Golden Skies for some reason and invite me. It did? OBS says it stayed on just chatting. I want to play more of that game. I have so many cases built up for it. Miku honey, that's all you. If you wanted to play that game, you had to make it happen. We had like a really long hiatus of the main game where we could have made that happen. It's been that way since I said category change time. Huh. Well, that's good. Anyway, yeah, I think honestly I probably could. Out of everybody I know, I feel like I would probably be the best GM to run Golden Skies. Just something like whimsical and peaceful. Although I do like to err towards the unconventional quite often. And that's something that I'd have to be careful with. I can only really do harsh whimsical as a GM. That's fair. I have more experience with harsh whimsical, but, well, Saloon would really love the purely soft whimsical wonderment. I think she would vibe with that quite a bit. I'll switch back to over here. Hi. It's me, the Valky. Yeah, you know what? I can feel myself coming up against my symptoms. I'm so I'm sick, and I can feel myself crashing. I need energy. Somebody give me energy back. Somebody re-energize me. Fix me. Make it all better. Cure me. I don't want to go back to bed. I want to stay up and play RimWorld or Arc Raiders or something. I actually don't really know what I'm going to do once I'm offline. Maybe crash in bed and read or something. I could try to start a mass snowball fight in Arc. That'd be funny. I bet if people are willing to listen to me, I could convince them. And we could just gather a ton of snowballs and then like give them out to people who are like willing to participate. I had to sprint around Buried City in the search for guitars. Oh, Or in the hunt, yeah. I don't know about that one. When so I compared that to a puzzle in Remnant 2. I don't know if you've played either of the Remnant games. I don't know if anybody here has played the Remnant games. I know one of you has. I have a relatively simple route for it. I just need 3 people. Too bad Kari is away, as usual. But yeah, in Remnant 2, there was a puzzle where you had to go across the entire labyrinth, which, if I remember correctly, involved multiple zones, and hit a series of switches, each of which were in very hard-to-reach spots, and even had, like, traps that would kill you, or, like, ledges or something that, you know, there was significant risk of death in order to actually hit these switches. If you hit them out of order, obviously it would reset. If you died, it would reset. You know the thing, you know the good thing is that buttons look behind you. Lock behind you. Only people pushing other future buttons reset the puzzle. That's true. But yeah, this puzzle, it had multiple different, like, movement mechanics that you had to go through, where if you fucked them up, you died, and then if you die, it would reset the puzzle. And it took a very long time and multiple attempts with my trio. And I was kind of checked out most of the time. I was like, I hate this. I don't want to do this. And I was, like, begrudging it the whole time, and I honestly wasn't really behind the, like... I didn't really do much in terms of the, like, figuring out of the puzzle. I just kind of did the mechanics when Risu told me to. And eventually, if I remember correctly, it unlocked a very unique gun that ended up becoming my favorite gun in the game. So it was worth it. If it was a gigantic pain in the ass. But anytime I think of, like, big, map-wide switch puzzles like that, I think of Remnant 2. Wonderful game. Really enjoyed it. Really wish there was more content for it. I could just play that game so much. But, you know, all good things must end. Ugh. Oh, God. My neck. It's starting to hurt. They don't have to end. I don't know. I think they do. We eventually stopped playing Remnant, didn't we? Yeah. And besides, this headache is going to... This headache seems like it's going to end this stream rather soon, too. Define good. Fun games. Moments where you're petting a cat. Books that you really enjoy. Beautiful and brisk hikes right before sunrise. I've always wanted to do that. Oh my god. Go on a hike, like, right before the sun is up. Valky. Well, no, you can't possibly mean me. The fuck? That was weird. My phone did a weird. Valky very goob. Well, perhaps. Perhaps. Perhaps I am goob. God, I wish I I wish I could just pick up where I left off on Snake Eater before I fucking biffed it. Oh my god, you know what? Oh, I just remembered I still have to do my Blue Protocol dailies. I'm gonna guess nobody's gonna be around to do hunts, so that sucks. But I could always just do normal hunts on my own, I suppose. I mean, I could get one. I hate to say it, and I really, really hate to say it, but we would need at least one DPS. That's something I found out recently. You can probably always assume I don't do jack and BP unless someone asks me. Jeez. Yeah, I guess that's fair. MMOs are kind of a dying genre anyway. Yum, 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 yum. I wonder if anybody I know is live right now. Cell is live. That's about it. God, I feel tired. I caffeinated and everything, but I'm so tired. Fucking, Could always do the insane thing and try to raid into a major streamer like Neurosama. I've considered doing that. I just feel like I need to choose the right one, you know? Wow, people are still streaming Starlight Revolver. That's crazy. That, for anybody who doesn't know, that game is basically dead. It did not perform very well on release. And it was, unfortunately, as a game, all style and no substance. So, it pretty much died, and that is unfortunate, but is just how it goes. Wow, I'm very surprised. Yeah. Honestly, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it when I did, but I kind of... Is it just a single-player roguelike now? Yeah, pretty much. And you know, maybe that'll work for them when they give it like a lot more development time and improve on the content. It's just right now, like, the game is just too simple. I have a similar game for that myself. It's called Marauders. Yes, it is a single-player game now, isn't it? 7 total play. Oh, God, that's so sad. It did used to be kind of popular. I could boot it up right now and just play a single player match. I'm still sad about losing the World War I/II space extraction game. Yeah, I'll admit the Great War aesthetic kind of turned me off on it a little bit, because I never found that kind of thing very interesting. I'm always about hard sci-fi or like modern military tactical. Speaking of modern military tactical, I could play Stalker. That's they recently got a pretty big content update. Well, I should probably wait till my mods update. Because my mods might all be dead. Or they might not be. I mean, entrenching shovels are universally cool after all. That is true. That is true. I will give you that. Combat shovels, very cool. Man, I gotta play Rabbit and Steel again. I gotta play Rabbit and Steel again, but my only problem is that the only way that playing it makes sense to me is going back to progging Lunar mode, and progging Lunar mode is brutal. But I guess I'd have to do a few runs on hard to get back into it. I have this adorable fucking story I read called Cinnamon Bun. Really? Is it about a cinnamon flavored bunny? Someone called me a cinnamon bun the other day. Because I am likened to a banui sometimes. I love buns. Bun, 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 bun. Bunno. Protagonist uses a combat shovel, and that is like the majority of her cool factor besides being a 16-year-old girl who has a hard time registering that one of her party members is gay for her. Oh! I am already so sold on this. Wait a minute, I'm gonna look this up. Does it have like an author that I can identify to search it up easier? I can post a link. Yeah, sure, gimme. You can put in like interest in nerd talk if you want. Or I could fuck, I gotta learn how to give you VIP sometime so I can just not worry about links. Oof. Yeah, okay. I can feel my body telling me it is time to shut the fuck down. It feels a bit much for me. I've not done that much. I don't know. You're a very prominent community member. I think it just makes sense. Okay. I think it is time for us to go ahead and raid Cell. So, we're gonna do that. And I will see you guys over there, and I am going to probably go crash somewhere. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I totally 100% did not expect it to go like this, and I enjoyed it, and I definitely want to do it again. So stay tuned for more writing streams, ? And I will see you guys soon. So please, everybody, be well to yourself and others. Until I see you next. And I eagerly wait you guys all in the next one. Have a great night now. Ciao, ciao.